What you're getting ready to see is a presentation that I did in 2020 that over 6,000 business owners watched. And we helped over 300 business owners with their tax plans as a result of this presentation. Now, right now, I'm releasing and introducing the Tax MasterClass for the very first time. And so while the video is talking about tax planning that we would do one-on-one as a service, everything in this video has been condensed into the Tax MasterClass, or all the services that we provide that are mentioned in this video have been introduced into the Tax MasterClass. And so here's the presentation. Over 6,000 other entrepreneurs have watched it for your enjoying pleasure. Hi, I'm Jeff Cooper. I'm a tax attorney and a CPA, and this presentation is for small business owners, how you can save $22,000 or more a year in taxes. So let's get right to it. So yeah, the title of this presentation is, if you're a small business owner, you're probably overpaying $22,000 or more in taxes every single year, and how, with just a few IRS safe harbor strategies that will take you less than 30 days to implement, you can keep that $22,000 or more in saved taxes this year and in future years. So how can I be so sure that you are likely overpaying your taxes by $22,000 or more? Well, the Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration, the TIGTA, has found that 93% of small businesses sampled overpaid their taxes. And my experience working with thousands of clients tells me that the average small business owner that schedules a call with me realizes after a short conversation that they were overpaying their taxes by an average of $22,000 or more. And that's even if they already had a CPA doing their taxes. And by the way, that's my 2020 average. New clients in 2020 saving more than $22,000 in taxes. So today's training objectives, what are we going to cover in today's session? I'm going to walk you through the ideal tax structure that any small business owner must be using to reduce taxes by hundreds of thousands of dollars during the years that your business is running. How to defer taxes for decades if you're ready to sell your business, and specifically how you can get started with these tax strategies in the next 30 days. So using the strategies I'm going to cover with you today, here's two examples of clients that were able to save thousands. The first is a medical consultant. He was making $381,371 in profit in 2018 and paying $74,741 in taxes. That's a 19.6% tax rate if you're calculating. And he thought his CPA was doing a good job. And you can see both of those numbers right here, okay? And the reason he thought his old CPA was doing a good job was the CPA showed him this table. These are the 2018 income tax brackets, and the CPA said, hey, you're making more than $315,000, $380,000 in 2018. You're married, okay, and your tax bracket is 32%. So, hey, I'm helping you. You're only paying 19%, so he thought his CPA was doing a good job. Well, after seeing an ad and working with us in 2019, he made almost the same amount of money. He has clients that pay him just about the same every single year. And in working with me in 2019, you can see this is tax year 2019, we were able to reduce his taxes down to $49,373. That's a $25,000 tax savings. That's also cutting his taxes by 34%, more than a third, and bringing his effective tax rate down to 12.9%. So imagine cutting your taxes by more than a third. How much money would that save you? Another client of mine owns a landscaping business, and as you can see here, he was about to pay $29,254 in taxes in 2019, and he reached out to us for a second opinion after seeing our ad on Facebook. So you can see the taxes calculated right there, $29,254. And after implementing some strategies that we were able to do before the end of the year, we were able to cut his taxes by down to $16,133, which saved him $13,121 in taxes. But that's not all. In addition to that, I was able to help him change his entity structure so that in 2020, all things being equal, we're going to be able to eliminate that $15,000 in self-employment taxes, meaning that his total tax savings after working with us by the second year, his second year tax savings will be $28,361 total. That is the going from $29,000 where he was earlier to roughly about $1,000 in total tax payments in 2020, meaning that 97% of his taxes will be cut completely out of the way, bringing his total savings to $28,361. So I have a list of over 80 deductions, credits, and strategies that most CPAs and tax preparers miss, overlook, or just don't even know about that I can cover with you. You'll never hear about most of these unless you talk to someone like me. I'm a tax attorney who's also a CPA. But before I dive into all that, who is this not for, right? So who are these strategies not for? Well, these strategies are not for individuals who are just starting their businesses or have less than $75,000 a year in profit. You need to actually have some profit. If you're negative, if you're not paying any taxes at all, well, I'm not going to be able to reduce down less than that, right? So if you're making at least $75,000 a year in profit, then this is for you. If you're making less than that, probably not for you yet, okay? If you are not a business owner, an entrepreneur, or a partner in a business with decision-making authority, okay? Let's say that you're a manager, but you're not going to be able to be the person who makes decisions for taxes, then this is also not for you. And if you're an individual that thinks your CPA or tax preparer already has you covered, okay, and you're not open to new tax strategies or a second opinion, then this is also not for you, and you can click away right now, okay? So who are these strategies for? Well, if you are a small business owner, if you're a consultant, if you're a professional and you own your business, like an attorney, a doctor, a real estate agent, a chiropractor, or an architect, if you own a manufacturing business, if you own a service business like landscaping, construction, or plumbing, if you own an e-commerce business like Shopify, Amazon resellers, eBay resellers, or if you own a brick and mortar business that sells products like CBD products or recreational vehicles, these strategies are for you, and yes, these are all examples of actual clients of mine, okay? So, how can you achieve savings like these clients have? Well, there's 6 key tax considerations. The first one is legal entity structuring, okay? Has your tax structure, has your legal structure been designed with the intention of minimizing tax liability? That's the first thing that I want to look at with you, okay? Because structuring your business properly can result in thousands of dollars of savings year after year after year, resulting in hundreds of thousands of dollars over the lifetime of your business, right? And then we go into maximizing deductions. Once we've got your entity done properly, then we're going to go into maximizing deductions. And I want to know that all legitimate deductions have been considered, including obscure incentives hidden in the tax code, such as the Augusta strategy. And if your tax preparer or CPA hasn't talked with you about that, then I already know that there's one strategy there that I can help you with that'll save you up to $6,000 every single year, okay? Then we have revenue stream separation. Most businesses have the ability to take their revenue from different ways, right? And that's even if you only have one type of business. Legal entities can be structured in a way where you can pull money, some in some tax-favored way, while the rest is going to be taxed at ordinary income, right? And so making sure that we can bifurcate your streams of income for maximum tax deduction, right? Or reduction. So tax deferment for decades is the fourth thing we're going to look at. Some types of transactions are going to qualify for legal tax deferment for decades. And trust. Do your long-term strategies and do your wealth preservation goals align with the advantages of using a trust? And then we have capital gains plannings and exit strategies. So if you're towards the end of your business and you're thinking about exiting, then we want to take an intentional designed approach to your exit strategies to make sure you pay the least amount of taxes when that happens as well. So you might have one or two of these already, okay? But I can pretty much guarantee that if you haven't worked with a tax strategist like myself, you're likely leaving tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table. So there's a very big difference between tax preparation and tax planning. Most tax professionals are tax preparers. That's what going to school teaches you, how to prepare taxes and comply with the law. That's what most CPAs do, is they are tax preparation professionals, okay? But what is tax planning? Tax planning is before year end, looking at your life, your business, and the regulatory requirements to legally reduce your taxes, okay? And I'm going to have you ask yourself right now, when's the last time that your tax preparer, your tax professional called you up before the end of the year and said, hey, here's 5 strategies you need to implement before the end of the year, and that's going to result in a $10,000 or a $15,000 or a $30,000 reduction in your taxes this year? When's the last time that happened for you? That's tax planning. Calling you at the end of the year after it's over and saying, hey, it's time to submit your stuff so we can finish your taxes. That's tax preparation, okay? So how does tax planning work? Glad you asked. So when we do tax planning for folks, the first thing is to prepare a tax plan based on all of your information, okay? And that tax plan is not for just 1 year. It's a strategy that you're going to be able to reuse year after year after year for 2020, 2021, and beyond, okay? I already told you we're going to take a look at minimizing your taxes, maximizing all the deductions that are available to you, and strategy planning. We start with legal entity optimization across LLCs, S Corps, C Corps, and partnerships. We take a look at all of the retirement options that you have. So IRAs, 401ks, cash balance plans. There are so many different types of retirement packages that you can use to draw money out of your company and pay no taxes on that money. If you are generating enough money to be able to put money away, okay? Insurance review. There are some amazing strategies that you can use. Did you know that money that you put away for insurance can be tax deductible, and when you pull it out, it's not taxable at all, okay? So insurance review to protect assets and reduce taxes. Also, many types of insurance that you could use are also protected in case of lawsuit or bankruptcy, all right? We're going to cover the Tax Cut and Jobs Act, okay? That's the TCJA. We're going to cover all of the recent tax bills that have been passed since 2016, including the CARES Act, for minimizing your tax liability. We're going to look at IRS and court case references to make sure that you're minimizing your liability and supporting all of the deductions and strategies that we put in place. We're going to take a look at tax-advantaged wealth management. So making sure that even the investments that you put away are protected from taxes. And then once we have this core strategy in place, I'll walk you through how to implement it, okay? In addition, if you want to, in addition to the core strategy, we can also do your business tax preparation, your individual tax preparation. Many clients come to us and they're not doing their proper quarterly estimated payments, and so they fall behind and get penalized at the end of the year. So you want to do your estimated quarterlies, and then we have the implementation there, and then we have our quarterly one-on-one. So this is an example of a full-service tax strategy that we implement for clients. So tax planning can be easy if you're working with a knowledgeable professional. Most of my clients don't spend more than a few hours per year implementing the strategies I give them, and they get to realize an average of $22,000 or more in savings each and every year, not just one time. This isn't a one-time strategy, okay? So when was the last time that you felt that you were getting an actual return on investment by working with your CPA? Ask yourself, right? So many of my clients thought that their old tax preparer, even if they were a CPA, they must be getting all of the deductions for me, right? Okay. Or I'm pretty sure they're doing a thorough job, or they're one of the best in town. But the sad truth is that 90% of CPAs have all of their training in tax compliance and not in tax planning. There's a world of difference between the two, and that could be costing you tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. Another myth I hear a lot is that business owners are afraid that tax planning is complicated, or that tax planning raises red flags, or that it's a risk, or that it'll get me audited, right? None of those things are the case, okay? None of those things are the case. Proper tax planning is going to use IRS safe harbor strategies, safe harbor positions to take deductions, credits, and strategies that are actually pre-approved by the IRS. Meaning we already have the IRS documentation stating that these are allowable strategies, and they're simple, they're sound, and they're supported by the rules and the regulations, okay? We don't use any gray area strategies in my practice, okay? Everything is black letter, it is not gray area, and it will stand up to audit, okay? That's why the government, the IRS, earlier on an earlier slide, I told you that the TIGTA, found that 93% of businesses that they surveyed were overpaying on their taxes. That's the IRS telling you that 93% of tax preparers aren't utilizing all of the available pre-approved strategies for their clients, okay? So if you're tired of overpaying your taxes, if you're even curious about whether your CPA has you covered, and if you like the idea of saving tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes this year and every year thereafter, okay, then you should see a link or a button down below this video that will let you click through and schedule a free phone consultation directly on my calendar. Yes, you heard that correctly. I'm a tax attorney and a CPA, and you'll get a 45-minute free tax consultation with me just by clicking the link below, okay? So on the free phone call that you'll have with me, I'll find out more about you and your business situation. And then while we're on the phone, I'm going to use some software, okay? I use a handful of different softwares like Planner CS or UltraTax CS. In addition to that, I have my own proprietary list of over 80 tax strategies that I find that most tax preparers and CPAs overlook, miss, or just don't know about, okay? And I'm going to be going through those with you on the phone as they are relevant to your situation. And I'll be able to tell you in less than 45 minutes how many thousands or tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes you will be able to save. So go ahead, click through down below to the free phone consultation directly on my calendar, okay? So now's as good a time as any to tell you a little bit about me, okay? Please call me Jeff. Okay, Mr. Cooper is way too formal. I'm a tax attorney, I'm a CPA. I also have an investment and life insurance license, so I'm one of the most qualified people you're going to talk to discuss tax reduction strategies. And I don't just rely on my law degree and my CPA license and my formal training for the tax strategies, because I've spent the last decade learning from the best professionals in the field, such as attorneys and CPAs who literally designed the tax planning and asset protection for the Rockefeller family, right? And you can learn a whole lot more about me if you'd like by going to my website, which is www.centurylaw.com, okay? It's listed right there on your screen. And here's a screenshot of our website homepage where you can see that we have a list of services that we provide for small business owners exclusively, okay? So, seriously, what are you waiting for? You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. It's a free phone call, and at least according to the IRS, there's a 93% chance that you're overpaying on your taxes, okay? So you got a 93% chance that you're gonna save money by talking to me, and no downside, a 45-minute free phone call. So go ahead and click the link below, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side and talking with you for 45 minutes on a free tax consult. Take care.